Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Brian Kelly, whose record is 4-2 with a 3.97 ERA. And pitching for the Blue Jays is Steve Davis, whose record is 7-10 with a 4.04 ERA. And so we've made it to the final day of July. We have game 2 of the 3-game series versus the Blue Jays to play today. And then after today's game, we will do an end-of-the-month summary for the standings and league leaders. Maybe we'll take a moment to see if there's any trades. And then maybe we'll take a look at the trades and see which players have done well on their new teams so far this season. That might be kind of fun to do, I think. But we had a game yesterday that was crazy. Tigers won 12-10. The Brockness Monster had 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Pretty crazy ball game. I would expect the next 2 games of the series probably to equal that. In offense, we are facing a left-hander, Steve Davis, today. Let's get today's game started here. We are facing Steve Davis, who's a lefty, so that means our lineup will be primarily righties. And, of course, Exhibition Stadium favors lefties, left-handed hitters. We have Brian Kelly on the mound. He is back in the rotation after Tom Filer's rough couple of starts. All of the bullpen is available today. Of note, Dan Petrie got his first start after coming off the IL. Was not good. Could not get through 4 yesterday. And, it's tough to pitch in Exhibition Stadium for any pitcher, but I hope that's not indicative of what's going to happen the rest of the year for him. Here's our lineup versus the left-hander, Steve Davis. We've got Lou in there against the left-hander, even though he's a lefty. Eddie Miller will be in center field. Kevin Bass goes to left. We're going to give Gibby a break, and Brock can't even buy his way into the lineup today, despite having 7 RBI yesterday. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official Tigers lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh at first base is Barbaro Garbey. Batting eighth in left field is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth in center field is Eddie Miller. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Steve Davis, probably their best pitcher this year. Dave Stieb just came back yesterday. I don't know if we're going to face him tomorrow or not. And weirdly enough, they went from yesterday's starter, Luis Leal, who's listed as the number 4 starter, and they backed it up to Steve Davis, who's the number 3 starter. So they're going a little bit out of order. He is rested, so, why not, I guess. Making his 23rd start, he's 7-10 with a 4.04 ERA. 77 Ks in 149 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .245 against him. He has 4 complete games and 1 shutout. His fastball pretty strong. Throws it at 92 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is 44.1. He's got 2 very good pitches. A curveball rated an 87 and a fastball it's an 85. Overall rated an 80. And he's got room to grow. He's only 22 years old. Looks like he's going to peak out around 91. And the lefty doesn't go to arbitration until 1985. Has he faced Detroit this year? Oh, yeah. I don't know why, but I think it's confusing his statistics with the Steve Davis, who is the shortstop on this team. So that's why his log doesn't show. He's got no log. All right, here is the defense for the Blue Jays. A little bit makes a little bit more sense than yesterday. They had Amaro Jr. catching. He's in right field today where he belongs. And Geno Petralli back there behind the plate today. Okay. Here we go. Sweet Lou leading off against Steve Davis, lefty on lefty. Oh, he gets drilled. There's some violence. First batter up gets plunked right in the ribs. So Whitaker on first. This is a hit and run situation. Trammell kind of struggles versus lefties, batting 261. He was a lot lower. He's been hitting him a little bit better lately. And there's a base hit into center field. So Whitaker advances to third. First and third, nobody out. Here is George Brett. Brett, a lefty, of course. Steps up, and he strikes out on that curveball. That will set up a double play possibility here with Lance Parrish up. Parrish hits lefties well, batting 303. One down and a ground ball to second. So, yeah, that was pretty much going to happen right from the beginning. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's do the Blue Jays lineup rundown. Here is Reuben Amaro Jr. leading off in right field. Batting second in center field is Lloyd Moseby. Batting third and DHing is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Ken Smith. Batting fifth and catching is Geno Petralli. Batting sixth at shortstop is Steve Davis. Batting seventh at third base is Paul Dade. Batting eighth in left field is Al Woods. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Garth. Okay, let's take a look at Bryan Kelly. We move him back into the rotation. He's the best option we have, as far as I can tell. He's making his 10th start of the year. 4-2 with a 3.97 ERA. 44 Ks in 68 innings pitched. Opponents are batting 240 against him. No complete games. His fastball tops out at 92. Ground ball percentage 47.3. His changeup is awesome. It's rated at 96. His fastball now just above average at 81. And his slider below average at 75. Our highest rated pitcher, he's rated at 92 with a peak of 95. The 24-year-old right-hander doesn't go to arbitration until 1985. We just need him to pitch like those ratings, and we might actually have something here. Let's take a look at his log. Has he thrown a start against the Blue Jays? It looks like through here. Yes, one start. No decision, did not go well. It was at home. In Detroit, he gave up 5 runs, but only 1 was earned. So some big errors in that ball game. 9 hits in 4 1/3 innings. So, all right, let's see the Tigers' defense. We have Barbaro Garbey at first. He is a defensive liability out there, so maybe we'll see Brock later in the game. Otherwise, Parrish behind the plate with his 84 arm. Here's Reuben Amaro Jr., 18 years old, leading off the ball game. We stuck him at catcher yesterday for no good reason, despite having Ernie Witt on the bench. A ground ball to second, 1 out. Here's Lloyd Moseby. Moseby crushing it this year, batting .279 with 22 home runs. He singles into right field. That is deep enough for a double, you might think. Nonetheless, Moseby on first. He might be going here with Eddie Murray at the plate. Murray had a pretty good game against his old team. I believe he went 2 for 5 yesterday. Popping it up here near second base. 2 outs for Kenny Smith. Smith has 26 home runs between the National League Braves and the American League Blue Jays. There's a base hitting to the left. We've got one more lefty to get through. It's Geno Petralli, who is slumping big time. He was among the league leaders, was the league leader at one point in batting average. Still having a good year, batting .288 with 16 home runs. And a ground ball to Trammell. And there's out number 3. We're headed to the top of the second. No score with Mickey Hatcher leading off. Hatcher, we dropped down to the 5th spot. Hasn't been producing. Hasn't had an RBI in forever. I don't think he even had one yesterday, did he? No, he did not, even though it was a He put 12 runs on the board. He did not drive in any of them, as Barack was hoarding them all. Strikeout of Wilson. Here's Barbaro Garbey, second start of the year for him. He went 1 for 3. And a base hit into center field. Some fresh blood. And an error by Moseby moves Garbey into scoring position. So without Barfield in right and having Moseby out there in center, probably should be Omar Marino, much better defensively. The Blue Jays outfield defenses not as good as before. There's a base hit down the left field line. That will score Garbey. Bass, we're going to hold at first. So big hit Bass, base hit. Drives in a run. Tigers have a 1-0 lead. Not an unearned run, somehow. Okay, do we run Bass here? What is Petralli's arm? Is it 82? Yeah, it's 82. What is the percentage of success? 60. Oh, it's a left-hander on the mound, so maybe we will just let Miller take a cut here. Miller batting .255 with 1 home run. A ground ball to short, and that should be out number 3. It is. So Tigers get on the board thanks to the error by Moseby and the base hit by Bass. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is the shortstop, Steve Davis, leading off. Now, I wonder if Steve Davis's batting logs are correct. They are. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's go. Davis batting .205 versus righties. Striking out Kelly. First K of the ball game. 1 out. Next up is Paul Dade. .272, 6 home runs. Walked. Oh, come on. Why is it with Kelly, he'll get a strikeout and then he'll give up a walk, or he'll get a walk and then get a strikeout, you know? Like, he can't seem to have one or the other in an inning. Next man up is the left-hander, Al Woods. He's having a career year, as you might imagine. 321 now with 6 home runs. Out number 2 as he flies out to right field. And here is Garth Iorg with 2 down. Dade steals second base. His 12th stolen base on the season. Look at that. He's been in double digits every year since he started getting everyday PT. Okay, so Dade in scoring position for Iorg. We're going to pull the outfield in to prevent any bloopers falling in. 2-2 count, and he pops it up into foul ground on the first base side. Garbey makes the catch. We head to the top of the third. Tigers up a run. Here is Sweet Lou leading off. He got plunked to lead off the ball game, and he comes back, gets a base hit up the middle. Moseby fields it cleanly, gets it back in. So Whitaker on first. We have to hit and run again. Why not? Worked last time as Trammell had a base hit. Oh, it's swing and a miss. But Whitaker somehow manages to beat the tag at second. Whitaker gets his 12th stolen base on the year. That's the most stolen bases he's had in a season since 1980. So he's doing a little bit better on the base path. In real life, Whitaker, not a stolen base guy. You see that 20 stolen bases that he had in 1979. Without looking, I couldn't say for certain, but that might have been a career high even. So we have Whitaker in scoring position for George Brett. 1 down and an 0-1 count. A ground ball to second. That should get Whitaker over. It does. So Parrish has a chance to redeem himself after grounding into the double play last time up. And a ground ball to third. And that will do it. Unbelievable. This was the best year of Parrish's career. He was an all-star and a Gold Glove winner. And this year, he just can't get it done in the sim. So we go to the bottom of the third. Tigers are hanging on to the lead with Reuben Amaro leading off. Amaro popping it up into foul ground. Brett moving over to make the play. He makes the catch. It says pop up to the shortstop. So Trammell had to go a long way to get that one. One out. Okay, here comes the tough part of the lineup. How is this team not winning more games? I don't know. We have to go after Lloyd Moseby here. Full count and a comebacker to Kelly. And he makes the play. There we go. 2 outs. Next up, Eddie Murray. Murray looks good in this lineup. And an infield single to third. Third hit for the Blue Jays. Murray on first for Ken Smith. This is a tough one here. 506 slugging percentage versus righties. And Murray steals second. He had a stolen base yesterday, too. Murray, second stolen base for the Blue Jays, 6th overall. Running on Parrish. I almost feel like we should walk Smith, but I guess Petralli's up next. So we're gonna take our chances. This could be a 2-run bomb right here. Nope, a comebacker. No, it gets past Kelly to Trammell. Good range on Trammell. And he tosses out Smith. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. With Mickey Hatcher leading off, it's Hatcher, Wilson, and Garbey. Steve Davis at 44 pitches. Hasn't walked anybody yet. As Hatcher grounds out to short. Glenn Wilson up next. He struck out the first time. Here he hits a grounder to Iorg. 2 down for Barbaro Garbey. He had a base hit first time up. And he grounds out to first. So we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Kelly at 49 pitches with Geno Petralli leading off. The last of the tough lefties in this lineup. And a base hit gets right past Trammell's glove into left field. So the leadoff man is on. I can't imagine Petralli's going to be running. We'll find out here. Steve Davis up next. And a walk. All right. We're going to play straight away and keep our fingers crossed for a double play. I feel like it doesn't happen to us anymore. We just stopped turning double plays despite having 3 infielders with a 90 rating. Dade does fly out to left. And now Al Woods is up. Now we have to guard the line. That will prevent a Davis from scoring from first on the extra base hit, in theory. Here we go, 1-2 count. And a ground ball to third. Let's go around the horn. 5-4-3 double play, right? That's around the horn. And the Tigers get out of it. So the defense does come through. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Here's Kevin Bass. He had the big hit that drove in the run. 1 for 1 on the day. Average at .213. He's going to get a chance to play just about every day now. He grounds out to short. 1 out for Eddie Miller. Miller walks. Now, Miller does have the best speed on the team, at least at the major league level. Let's take a look. It would be a 75% chance. I think we're not going to take that chance. I think we're going to let Whitaker swing here. He's 1 for 1. He'll sit by a pitch. And a base hit up the middle. Good call on my part. Sometimes the best calls are the ones you don't make. First and second, 1 down. Here's Trammell. Let's get some breathing room here with Trammell. He pops it up on the infield. 2 down, and it's the left-hander, George Brett. He is 0 for 2 today and is not good at all versus lefties. I'm sure that's not true in real life. 1-2 count, and he's going to fly out to the left. Well, shit. Maybe we should have had the stolen base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're leaving runners on base here. And Brian Kelly facing Garth Iorg. This time through, the lefties, I think we need to maybe go with a left-hander. We'll see how it plays out here. Here's Garth Iorg. Line drive into left. Bass makes the catch. That's a tough out. Next up is Reuben Amaro. He's 0 for 2 today. Old Ruby baby gets a base hit into left. So that's going to do it for Brian Kelly. Not a great performance. I mean, he gave up 5 hits and 2 walks. Only struck out 1. Despite having a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It doesn't really make sense, right? We're bringing in the creeper. Paul Gibson. There it is. That's that 1-of-1 card. It will be available very soon. They are previously shipped and on their way. You take a look at the numbers here. He's had 2 good outings prior to giving up the 2 runs on the 2 walks and 2 hits against Cleveland. So we're asking a big task here as lefties are batting .385. Oh, man. But we're going to go with the matchup. It's a lefty-lefty thing, and Lloyd is only batting .228 versus lefties. Amaro could be going here, although Gibby is a lefty. So that'll cut down a couple percentage points. There's a base hit the middle. Yep. All right. Tying run on second for Murray. Now, Murray's going to turn around and bat right-handed. And that actually is an advantage, right, for the creeper. First and second, 1 out. Here we go. Playing straight away, base hit to left. Will Amaro score? No, he just moves up 1 bag. We've got to pull the infield in. We cannot afford to give up any runs. The likelihood of us getting a double play, it's not that bad, right? Because it's a 71 speed. Well, Ken Smith does have an 86 speed. He is a 20-20 guy. So we can't count on that. We got to pull the infield in. A base hit will give him the lead. Here we go. Bases loaded, infield in. 1 down. And a base hit to the middle. So Gibson comes in and coughs up the lead just like that. We have to let him pitch to this lefty. And we have to bring the infield in again. Game is tied at 1. Here we go. Geno Petralli. Fly ball into left center field. That'll get the go-ahead run in. So a sac fly for Petralli. Murray does not tag. So a terrible job by the creeper. And actually, he can be sent back down today. We can bring Kami back. Kami went down for a 10-day break. So Kami will come back tomorrow. Here's Roger Weaver. He's had a couple of saves lately outside the save role. But we need him to come in here and lock down this inning. Almost gives up a home run. 398 feet to dead center field to the shortstop, Steve Davis. The Tigers do cough up the lead. It's 2-1 Toronto as we head to the 6th. Here is Lance Parrish. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Has not struck out yet, amazingly. Ground ball to second. 1 out. Hatcher is a shell of himself. I think Hatcher's goose is cooked. This guy, I mean, for a season and a half, he was our MVP. But if you look at his log, he's batting .241. He's got one RBI in like forever. He doesn't walk at all, so his on-base percentage in the last 20 games is the same as his batting average. His OPS is under 600. Yeah, I'm thinking his goose is cooked. A 1-2-3 inning for Davis. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to let Weaver stay in there. Face Paul Dade. Striking him out. Good job by Weaver. Weaver's looking good lately. Is he wearing his glasses on the mound, or is he not wearing his glasses? Elwood's up next. 2-0 count. Ground ball to short. Trammell makes the play. 2 quick outs for Garth Iorg. And Iorg gaps it over the head of Miller for a double. That is Garth Iorg's 33rd double. Is plural for Iorg's orgy? Garth Orgy. I said Garth Iorg's. It could have been Garth Orgy, I guess. All right. So it's 2-1. Runner on second. Reuben Amaro Jr. walks. Okay. So, of course, he walks to get to the lefty. This game is so fucking predictable. It's unbelievable. Here's Cappy. Now, Cappy doesn't do well versus lefties, does he? Yeah, they're batting .292. Well, whatever. Like it matters. First and second. Strike him out. Okay. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Barbaro Garbey leading off. We got to get Davis out of the game so we can get a right-hander in there and give our left-handers a chance to win us this ball game. We're still in it as Garbey strikes out. 97 pitches for Davis. Kevin Bass up next. Ground ball. We have not had a hit in forever. And think of how many batters we've stranded. Davis over 100 pitches now. He strikes out. So, all right, we're leaving Cappy in there versus the lefties. Although Murray's going to bat right-handed. Fly ball to left. 1 out. Well, let's pull up the in-game stats. Whitaker's 2 for 2 hit by pitch and a stolen base, so he's player of the game so far. Wow, nice job by Capizello. That two-seamer was 85 miles an hour, but it looked like it was 100 miles an hour. Cappy looking good today. He gave up a 3-run home run. Was that in yesterday's game, or was that to the Orioles? Oh, wow. Petralli off the wall. Oh, it's going to be caught by Miller. Thank goodness he got over. I have no idea how he made that catch. That looked like that was a wall ball. We go to the top of the 8th inning, and we've got Lou leading off, followed by Trammell and Brett. Whitaker and Trammell have 3 of the 5 Tigers hits. And maybe Whitaker's going to dump it into left center field. It does fall in for a hit. We should go for 2, but I just don't feel it. Moseby's got a terrible arm out there. But I feel like they're just trying to entice us. We're going to hit and run again. This has worked once. It did not work the second time. That's how Whitaker got his stolen base on the strike them out, non-throw them out. But we'll try again. What the hell? Ground ball to short. That'll get Whitaker into scoring position with 1 out. And George Brett at the plate. I mean, what am I going to do? Pinch hit for George Brett? I mean, I should. Oh, a base hit into right field. Come on, Whitaker. How does Whitaker not score on Amaro? What is Amaro's arm out there? I'm curious. That's going to cost us the ball game right there. His arm is a 73. And Whitaker can't score from second on a base hit to right? Or even give me the option? That's how you know we will not win today's ball game. This is a double play made to order right here. Let's hope we can get a sac fly out of it, but I don't think so. Yep. And then Hatcher will be an easy out. So, yeah, that was never going to happen. Well, a three total runs scored. That is kind of surprisingly low. We're going to bring in Roy Thomas. He's the only pitcher, I think, that did not pitch in yesterday's game. He is now our right-handed setup man. He's been so consistent. He's kind of due for a serious bluey. 23 Ks in 33 and a third innings, and opponents are only batting 168 against him. So he's good versus righties or lefties. But we're going to bring him in the traditional sense against the righties here. Here's Steve Davis. Davis hits a ground ball to Brett, and Brett boots it. Brett has been no better at third base than Hatcher. Well, a little bit better. A .961 fielding percentage, but a negative range and a no defensive WAR since coming over. His 15th error total. All right, well, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So, yep, stolen base. Line drive into center. That'll get Davis over. Intentional walk. Wild pitch. And we're already down a run, so we're going to play back for a double play. Righty versus righty. Ground ball to third. It does hold the runner, though. Oh, but that brings up a switch hitter. That's why the game did that. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. We'll bring the outfield in. And infield single, yeah. Fuck this game, man. Total fucking bullshit. And then it brings up a lefty. So you know we got to pull him out. I don't know what happened there. Was that a caught stealing at second base? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We go to the ninth inning. Finally, we have a righty on the mound. It's Steve Centeni. He is their closer. 11 saves, 5 blueies. He's not great. But we will get a chance to bring some lefties in, starting with, oops. We're bringing Gibson here. And if Gibby can get on, we've got the Brock Ness Monster coming up. Let's see how Gibby does. Lefty here in the stadium. Oh, Gibby does well! He crushes it! That is Gibby's 12th home run on the season. It's behind last year's pace, but that was a timely one. All right, let's see what Brock Ness Monster's got. He had 7 RBI in yesterday's ball game. We just want him to get on base here. Batting .345 versus righties. Here we go. Or was that just the tease? That might have just been the tease. You have to tickle your balls. The game tickles your balls in the ninth inning. Bass flies out. And I guess we'll bring in Terry Kennedy here. Yep. So Tigers are going to lose 3-2. That game was over when I brought in. I should never have started Kelly in that 5th inning. That's the mistake I made with those lefties coming up. I don't understand is Dave Rucker's going to miss 5 days. That's fine. Nice to get a break. Well, I guess that'll keep Gibson, the creeper, in the bullpen as we bring back Comstock. That's all that's going to happen there. Maybe we'll leave Rucker down there for 10 days. Yeah, that was total bullshit. We don't need to look at anything else. We can look at headline news. Oh, no, because the headlines might have the trades in it. So we'll just use everything else. We'll use everything else in the subsequent upcoming video. All right, here's the box score for today's game, 3-2. Lou Whitaker easily the player of the game. I think he was 3 for 3 with a stolen base and a hit by pitch. Yeah, didn't score any runs, didn't drive any runs. We had 7 runners left on base. Nobody could come through when we needed them. And we take the loss against a really shitty team. The worst record in baseball, in fact. So that tells you all you need to know about this game. Paul Gibson takes the loss. He's 0-2 on the year now. Steve Davis gets the win. He's 8-10. Centenni, despite giving up Gibby's bomb, gets his 12th save on the season. So, okay, we're going to come back here and do the end of July summary and league leaders video. Until then, everyone, have a great day.